I'm like just kind of debating, is tonight going to be the night where I ignore temptation and not eat anything? Or am I going to do the same thing I've been doing and give in to temptation? The quickest way to your destination is a straight line. So it's like if I just am perfect for the next 4 months with my eating and my workouts, I will lose a lot of weight. Drink my tea, fast all day, eat 1 meal a day, and do my 20 to 30 minute workouts every day. But the problem is right now I have relapsed into this cycle of food addiction again with the carbs. I got myself out of it before. I was able to kind of slowly wean myself off the carbs, and I did it. I did it. It probably took me a week to get used to not eating carbs, and just eating 1 meal a day. Last time I ate was at 12:30, so it's now 7 o'clock. So it's been 7 hours or 6.5 hours since I ate anything. So I am technically in a fasted state, and I'm hungry though. I'm hungry. And I want to make myself a bagel. I want to grab one of the kids' granola bars and eat it. But I need to find the strength in me. I need to turn to Jesus and ask him for strength. And I think about the 40 days and 40 nights that Jesus resisted temptation from the devil. And he had the love of God, the Spirit of God in him. And that's what gave him the strength to ignore his survival instincts, which was to eat. There is such an evil energy around our eating habits. I do believe that the devil has used our need for food as a way to bring us down and keep us in a state of depression, anxiety, obesity, so that we're not our best selves, so that we're not surrendering completely to God. I believe that our overindulgence of food and overeating is gluttony in the eyes of God, and it can manifest into idolizing food instead of always idolizing God, because he's the only person that should be at the center of our life. He's the only person that we should be getting better for. And that's why I'm not a fan of any celebrities or anything like that, because I think idolizing anything but God is a sin. And I have artists that I do like, but I'm not, I know some people go crazy over some artists, and I just think that's sinful, and you're turning away from God when you do that. I really think that the devil has a hold on our weakness when it comes to gluttony and overindulging. You're only supposed to be obsessed with God and not food. Obviously, we all know that God gave us the power of free will, but he also looks at us to see what we're going to do with it. And if he sees that we have self-control in choosing the correct path, even though the temptation is very high, then that is gonna be such a win, because he's gonna know that and really understand that we are surrendering every part of us to him. And that's what I am trying to improve every day. I'm trying to surrender every temptation that turns away from God, surrender that and practice my self-control. And it's amazing when I do really well. It's amazing how much better I feel physically. My mind is clearer, when I'm not overindulging in carbohydrates and ultra-processed foods and all that man-made crap that is not from God. And that's why everything just makes sense to me, to turn to God. That's why everything makes sense to surrender your life to Him, because it's just a better life. You won't have the temptation of carbohydrates or bad food. You'll be stronger. You'll focus more on improving your, working out more and not drinking alcohol. Before God touched my life, I had a heart of stone before God really revealed Himself to me. And what I mean by that is I had no problem overeating, overindulging, going out to the club every night, smoking weed, doing mushrooms, doing Molly. I did all that when I was younger, and I didn't feel bad about it. I didn't feel bad about it because I didn't have a relationship with Jesus. I didn't have a relationship with God. So I had a heart of stone. He never really imprinted on my life at that time. And so that's why I didn't feel remorse. I didn't feel bad after doing those things. But now, since I have felt the presence of Him in my life, it is so hard for me to even have one drink, because I just know it is not His way. It is not His way. Alcohol disrupts all of my progress with my eating healthy and being healthy in my life. It disrupts everything, because after I drink, I go downhill mentally. It affects me that much. Some people, maybe it doesn't. Maybe they can drink all night and get up the next day and be fine. But I think that's because they don't have Jesus in their life. They don't feel bad about what they do, because they don't have God in their life. And that's how you know that He's really going out of His way to make an appearance and show you the way, when you just all of a sudden change your life completely.